General Electric used to be a bellwether for American industry. Now it's a bellwether for COVID-19. The $60 billion plus firm that fits Boeing aircraft with engines and power generators with turbines is having a really tough time of the coronavirus pandemic. Its shares are down by around a third since March, and boss Larry Culp said on Wednesday that things remain really uncertain and he's playing a game of inches. Until the virus resolves or a vaccine is found, it's unlikely that GE is really going to recover. But there's some good news. For example, the company is no longer leaking cash. On Wednesday, we found out that all 4 of the divisions of General Electric had turned a profit in the third quarter. That's aviation, healthcare, power generation, and renewables. The 3 months before that, only 1 of them was profitable. Now, there is good and bad news there. GE's cutting costs like crazy, but in the real world, that means letting people go. The aviation division, for example, which is a big supplier to Boeing, has cut around a fifth of its workers since March. While COVID is the big story for GE, just as it is for the planet, there are plenty of other challenges that still await. One is bringing down the company's towering debts, which are still around $80 billion, although Larry Culp has promised to bring them down as fast as he can. Then there's a regulatory investigation into the way the company's handled some of its insurance policies. It's already put aside $100 million to cover that, but the final cost could be much higher. Then there's the really big question: why is GE GE? It makes aircraft engines, it makes power turbines, and it makes medical scanning technology, and it does so pretty well, but there's no obvious reason that they all have to be part of the same company, except that it's just kind of always been that way. Explaining why GE should exist as a conglomerate is really tomorrow's question, but it's one that Larry Culp at some point is going to have to answer.